What is going on, everyone? It's DJ Eric Cool. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be trying something a little different. We're going to be making a drill beat for the Weeknd. The dude that normally makes like 90s, 80s inspired sort of stuff, we're going to make a drill beat for him. You know, I was listening to some Weeknd the other, like a week ago or something, and this idea really dawned on me that it would sound really dope if we made some dark, you know, sounding drill beats with some vintage sounding synths. And you know, I think this would be something that he could possibly rap on. Like, I see a possibility. I grabbed a bunch of synths, got some Omnisphere stuff, and this here is Tyrell N6. It's a free plugin with a lot of vintage stuff, and I grabbed some sounds out of there, and we'll dive into those later. But right now I want to use these two Omnispheres to make some chords, and I'm going to bring the BPM up a little bit before I jump into that. I'll probably bring it up to around here. And I had this chord progression in my head before I sat down and recorded it. But like, what I want to try to do is combine sort of major sounding chords and minor chords to create, like, you know, a Weeknd type song. So here's the pattern I had in mind. And I think that would sound cool, but obviously you have to play it in at the right speed. So let's do that. Let's play in this pattern here. We hit him with a high G note there. Alright, so now that we get that quantized, I'm going to take down the volume a little bit. I'm just going to copy and I'll clone that once just because. And then I'm going to copy and paste this whole pattern into, not this, Omnisphere 2. And if I bring that over to a new pattern so we can solo it. This sounds a little more drawn out. So it's still a really similar sound, but I think this could be really dope to use in certain spots, maybe an intro, and switch it up. Something else I'm going to be experimenting with a lot on this is using filters, like high pass, low pass, all that sort of stuff. And, you know, listen to the difference with no filter and then with a filter. Like, you hear how much more energy that high end adds. So this could definitely be useful to have like EQs on intros or whatnot. Alright, so now that we got some basic chords down, I'm gonna go grab some like drill sounding drum sounds, and then we can start playing in the drums, and then, you know, we'll come back and do leads and other stuff, mess around with those other sounds later. Alright, so I went and I grabbed a bunch of drums, and I'm just gonna start messing around with stuff. I'm thinking about putting in this clap here combined with this snare. I'm going to turn this one down a little bit, and we can see how that sounds. Alright, that's not sounding that bad. We can mess with it later, obviously, but that's a good start. I'm going to start messing with this Luger hat now and just go for that standard pattern there. I want to turn this more into a shaker, so I'm going to close the length so I got more of a window to work with. And I'm going to increase this in here. There we go. Alright, I like that sound a lot better. Alright, so I'm gonna go back into the snare now, and I actually forgot I had this other snare here, and just gonna put that in with the other ones, and I'm liking that. I also have this clap here. It's more of like a pop sounding clap, and I'm thinking that we could bring that in for like points on the chorus or maybe in a bridge section. I don't know, but I'm saving that for later. We're gonna put that in the vault, and now I'm gonna add this open hat and this sort of perk snare. I'm going to put that on the same pattern as the Luger hat here, so we can start messing around and, you know, get something that sounds, you know, a little more cohesive in terms of the perks. Do some panning here. Some little ear candy there. And I'm going to bring the volume down a little bit now. And we got an open hat here. We can just start putting that in. Alright, so now that we got all that in, you know, I might go back and change the open hat later once we got the kick and the 808 in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on here and I'm going to split by channel. And OBS is still not picking that up, but what it does is it splits by each individual sound we had on that pattern. So we got the Luger hat, we got the open hat, and we got the snare. So, you know, easy way to split stuff without having to copy and paste everything. Alright, so next I'm going to go in and add in the kick, but before we do that, you already know the drill. We're putting on that soft clipper. We got that on. Let's start getting a little bounce here. I'm going to actually make this 8 bars long so I can do a little variation. Alright, that's a nice bounce right there. Alright, so this 808's a little different. It's a Moog 808 sort of thing I found in a drill pack, and it sounds something like this. And I think this is going to be definitely interesting to work with. I don't know how it's going to sound, but right now we're just going to jump in and try to do some 808s and 808 rolls with them and see if it sounds good. I think I copied it twice there. I'm gonna try panning these 808s here. So I went and I grabbed this crash and this other crash, which I reversed, so it kind of creates a like riser crash effect thing. It sounds like this. And we can put that every so often when we want to. With the beat, sounds like this. You know, I'm not gonna like spam it everywhere, but I thought it would be cool to have. Alright, so I'm gonna hop into this other synth after I route these to the mixer. I'm gonna hop into this synth here, which is this piano sound, and I think we could make like a cool lead sound. You know, I'm thinking something like they did in Blinding Lights, where it's like dun 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 dun. Like we've all heard the song, but like I want to do something catchy. I want to turn the detune down a little bit. Or oh, I don't know how to use this that well, so forgive me. Let's just go in and just kind of mess with something. Obviously some work, but I'm liking the what we got so far. I'm liking this so far. What we got is just a simple melody we can bring in at a drop or a hook or something. But I'm gonna start arranging it, and I'll be back because I want to work on an intro too. Alright guys, I'm going to keep it 100% honest with you. I didn't finish arranging it because I want to show you guys what I did here. Because I think this shit turned out amazing. I'm going to keep it 100% honest with you. This is probably one of the best beats I've ever made on this channel. So, yeah, I'm just going to briefly break it down. The only new sound I added in, or there's actually two, was this riser here. And then I added in that clap. Basically, got intro, intro's building up, the filters slowly lifting and building up energy, then it drops, we switch back to 1. We got the first time, it's just some of the elements, and then the second time we bring in that open hat and that lead, and then it just kind of drops out here because I just didn't finish arranging it. But without any further ado, here's the final beat. Alright guys, so that was the final beat. I think it turned out amazing, man. I'm really proud with how this came out. And I definitely think that this proves that Weeknd drill is the new wave. You heard it here first, folks. Weeknd drill is going to be the next thing that takes over the world. Yeah, but in all seriousness, I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe picked up and learned something along the way. If you did, your support would be greatly appreciated. If you could go down, like the video, drop a comment, let me know what you think about this whole sort of Weeknd drill thing that I'm trying out here. If you want another video cooking up something like this, let me know too. And while you're down there, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be great. I was on my YouTube analytics, right, and only around 8% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. Let's get that number up to 20% as soon as possible. Go down, smash that subscribe button. Yeah guys, as I said, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.